Markets have opened steady in Asia despite the stalled peace talks between the U.S. and Iran, but the price of oil is up. Let's go straight to Barnaby Low, who joins us now live from Seoul. Barnaby, major stock indices in Asia have been stable despite the stalemate that goes on in the Strait of Hormuz. Why is that?
Yeah, Riley, major markets here in Asia, including the Kospi here in South Korea and Japan's Nikkei, seem to be unbothered by the diplomatic impasse between the U.S. and Iran. As we've been reporting, there's been a lot of uncertainty over diplomatic efforts between the U.S. and Iran, with the second round of peace negotiations in Islamabad not taking place. Both sides still imposing blockades in the Strait of Hormuz, seizing vessels around that area. But investors here seem to be shrugging all that off. The feeling here is that at least the ceasefire is holding and that diplomacy is not dead. Over the weekend, Iran's foreign minister, Abbas in Islamabad to present a framework for peace talks with the U.S. Then he headed to Oman. He had phone calls with his counterparts from Gulf and Arab nations. And today he's headed to Russia. So all that is contributing to a sense of calm, and investors here focusing instead on the artificial intelligence industry boom, and that has lifted the Nikkei to a record intraday high of above 60,000 last week. And just about an hour ago, the Kospi here in South Korea also reaching an intraday high of 6,551.14. That's up 1.21% from the previous session, Riley.
Okay, so good days on the markets, perhaps, Barnaby, but in reality, the economics on the ground are sometimes completely different. The price of oil is up, so are gas prices there as well, and across the rest of Asia at this point. How is that affecting ordinary folks who are just trying to get by while all of this is going on?
Yeah, definitely, Riley. The disparity between investors' outlook and the economic reality on the ground is great, really. And as you mentioned, Brent crude went up to above $107 per barrel after stalled peace talks between the U.S. and Iran. That was down to just above $106.50 per barrel in early hours of trading here in Asia. But that also means that gas prices rose in this region as well. Here in Seoul, gas prices at gas stations rose slightly, and this is despite the government putting caps on wholesale petroleum products. Gas stations are allowed to jack up prices based on Brent crude prices in the world market. And those gas prices have risen above 18% since the war of the U.S. and Israel on Iran began. And so what the government of South Korea is doing right now is it started handing out debit cards to the bottom 70% of income earners here in South Korea. That's around 35.8 million people receiving between $67 to $400. And of course, this situation not unique here in South Korea. In the Philippines, for example, minibus drivers are also getting subsidies, but they're saying that their profit margins are getting really squeezed. They're earning less than $5 a day. In India, a lot of workers are out of job as small and medium-scale factories are closing. And in Thailand, the government is planning to recycle plastic water guns which were used in Songkran New Year's festivities and recycled into naphtha and other petroleum-related products for manufacturing of plastics and other products. Riley?
Interesting things going on. Barnaby Low live for us this morning in Seoul. Barnaby, thank you very much.